Hey there, what's going on guys and girls, it's your boy, Link Cable. Now with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee being released in, well, less than a couple of weeks by now, this has me very excited to jump back into the Kanto region and play these Pokemon Yellow remakes on the Nintendo Switch. These are the first core series Pokemon games to be on a home console in HD graphics, which look absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to see what changes these games bring to the Pokemon world, be they either big or small. And one of the main things that has me excited for these games is what Pokemon I'll be using on my team during my Let's Go adventures. Now, like a handful of you out there, I will be buying both versions of the game so that I can have two experiences and see what changes there will be between them. I'm one of those Pokemon trainers who likes to try and use different Pokemon each time I journey through a different game, mainly using the newly introduced Pokemon of whichever generation or region I'm playing through. But with Let's Go being confirmed to be in Kanto and to only have the original 151 Pokemon, but with Alolan forms and Mega Evolutions included, this gives me the choice of whichever Kanto Pokemon I'd like to use. Plus, there's a new special Pokemon being introduced, which is Meltan and its evolution Melmetal, but well, yeah, we just won't go there. But before we get to my Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu team, don't forget to leave a like with what team you plan to use, drop a like if you enjoy this video, show your support by subscribing to the channel, and share this video with a friend. But with that being said, let's get on with this video. Obviously, with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu the game, Pikachu will be my starting Pokemon, and this will be interesting for me as I haven't played Pokemon Yellow in so many years. Plus, I hardly ever use Pikachu in any of my games, other than my most recent playthrough of Pokemon Ultra Sun, where I mainly wanted to use an Alolan Raichu on my team, but I did end up enjoying using a Pichu from the start of the game. Plus, to briefly use all the exclusive Z moves that Pikachu has, well, that was pretty cool. Not too long ago, I predicted that Flying and Surfing Pikachu may be returning in these games, and this was later confirmed by Game Freak. So this is really cool, especially since Pikachu has a new Surf-like move called Splishy Splash. What a nice name. Plus, there are some other cute named attacks that Pikachu can learn in these games now. Also, both Pikachu and Eevee gain the new feature of Partner Powers in Let's Go, which from what we know so far is they give our starters unique attacks which look similar to Z moves, or they can boost another Pokemon's stats. So other than that, there's not too much else for me to say, but I am looking forward to starting with the franchise's main mascot for a change and to see how different my adventure throughout Kanto will be this time around. Arcanine has always been one of my favourite Pokemon due to its design being based upon a Koma Inu and for being one of my favourite fire types throughout the whole series. So it would be nice to use it once again on one of my teams, especially as I can't recall using one since Generation 1. Perhaps using one in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but either way it's been a while. Also, and perhaps more importantly to me, is the fact that I'll be able to ride on its back, charging across the lands of Kanto, and I love how in these games, Pokemon following you is making a huge comeback. It's simply incredible and very exciting as this has always been one of my favourite features. So I can potentially see Arcanine being my signature Pokemon on this team due to these reasons, and besides, who doesn't love a lion doggo? Now normally out of the Nido family, whenever I end up using one of these two, I tend to usually pick Nidoking. Possibly due to its edge design if I'm honest with you, and perhaps even the fact that it has the higher attack stats. So I want to try out Nidoqueen for a change, especially with its higher defenses. I can see this potentially making her the tank on my team. Plus, I've always loved how much of a powerhouse Nidoqueen is depicted in the anime and as one of Giovanni's main Pokemon. Also, with its dual typing, Nidoqueen will be key when it comes to battling fairy type Pokemon due to it being part poison, and with her being a ground type as well, this means she'll be very useful throughout the whole game against 5 different types of Pokemon, making her the ruling queen of all Pokemon. Well, in my opinion she is. And of course, I'll be nicknaming her Yas Queen because of this. Now this may sound surprising, especially for those who have seen my beautiful Gyarados jumper, but I've never actually used the Gyarados whilst playing through any of the Pokemon games. Or at least during any of the main stories, I mean. So I'd like to change that by using this Chinese water dragon during my Let's Go Pikachu playthrough and to go the extra mile by going Mega. This will benefit me as Gyarados will turn from a water flying type to a water dark Pokemon. This will help me as there aren't too many dark Pokemon in this game already, and dark is super effective against all the spooky ghosts and creepy psychic Pokemon I'll be facing off against. Plus it turns that 4 times weakness to electric to a standard times 2. It's the little things that help, you know? And just like Arcanine, I'm hoping we'll be able to ride on the back of Gyarados and fly around during my Kanto adventure, simply terrifying every 10-year-old trainer along my path. Next up, we have the mysterious Pokemon, Starmie. Now I don't normally double up on any particular type of Pokemon as I like to keep my team well balanced in terms of variety, but because Starmie is part Psychic type, this is the main reason why I've chosen to break my own rule and double up on the Water type Pokemon. Then again, Water is a good typing whilst battling the gym leaders in Kanto, but it is that Psychic typing I'm truly after here. Plus, Starmie has a really great move pool to choose from, giving me a lot of coverage throughout the whole game. But there has been some rumours floating around suggesting that Starmie with a handful of other Kanto Pokemon will potentially be receiving new Mega Evolutions. At this point in time though, it seems like a huge long shot that this may happen, since the games are due to release only weeks away, but if this turns out to be true, then I am even more excited to be using Starmie on my team. But it's, let's just stay hopeful, and I don't think it's gonna happen. Starmie's cool. And my final slot for my Let's Go Pikachu team goes to Wigglytuff, the normal fairy-type Pokemon. Now I'm sure we all remember how iconic Jigglypuff was during the Indigo League of the anime, and this is where my love for the character began, as one of the funniest and cutest Pokemon in the original series, always putting everyone to sleep by singing and then getting angry about it afterwards. Classic. And with this being the first Kanto game with the fairy type included, I definitely want to make the most of this, as Lance's dragon Pokemon won't be able to stand a chance against my unstoppable big pink balloon rabbit. Imagine saying that after beating the Elite Four. Now I know that Clefable has better stats compared to Wigglytuff, but for me, it's not always about how viable a Pokemon is in terms of stats or how competitively they are. Most of the time I just want to have fun with my Pokemon, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. And that will be my first Pokemon team in Let's Go Pikachu. I definitely feel like this is a diverse team to use with a interesting mix of Pokemon, working together with plenty of type coverage and simply a fun team to battle with. But this is only my Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu team, and I've still got another one to plan, and that is my Let's Go Eevee team. Now just like Pikachu, Eevee will be my starter Pokemon in this version of the Let's Go games. Out of the two, Eevee has always been my preferred choice of Pokemon because I love its foxy design a lot more when compared to Pikachu's mouse design, and especially for the fact that Eevee is the evolution Pokemon, being able to currently turn into 8 different types of evolution, Umbreon being my favourite. Sadly, it seems like this Eevee won't be able to evolve similar to the starter Pikachu, and this is quite sad to me, as I originally planned to have Let's Go Eevee be my main game, and eventually evolve it into Jolteon or Vaporeon. But now I'm still undecided on which game I'll play first. But on the plus side of things, this Eevee will be able to learn several new elemental moves, which are Bouncy Bubble, Buzzy Buzz, and Sizzly Slide. Lord Arceus, what's with these names? And as I previously stated with Pikachu, Eevee will also be able to use the Partner Power, which, well, simply, it's just really cool. Now this is where my team becomes a bit cliche, but for a grass type Pokemon I'm gonna go with Venusaur. Bulbasaur has always been my favourite out of the Kanto starters, so it would be fitting to have it for my first HD Kanto experience. And when compared to Vileplume and Victreebel, the other two Pokemon that share the grass poison typing, Venusaur just simply comes out as the superior choice with the higher stats and because of its Mega Evolution. Plus, look at these frog legs. Keeping up with the cliche, Charizard. You can probably tell where this is going, but regardless, I needed a fire type Pokemon, and admittedly Charizard is simply a powerhouse, especially with its 2 different Mega Evolutions, giving me the strength of a dragon with Mega Charizard X and the power of the sun with Mega Charizard Y. Charizard is such an iconic Pokemon from the series, being able to take on plenty of legendary Pokemon such as Articuno, Mewtwo, and Entei to name a few. And this simply adds to its sheer awesomeness that is this starter Pokemon. And just like Arcanine and Gyarados, I'm really looking forward to flying around with this fire-breathing lizard, living my dreams as a Pokemon master. Or maybe as a Dragon Rider. So here's where I complete the cliche with Blastoise, and I can already see the comments like, OMG, why are you using all the Kanto starters? Why isn't this your Pikachu team? Hashtag Ash Ketchum wannabe. Where's North from here? Unoriginal. Where's Ash Ninja? But the answer is simple. This is my team, get over it. But for real though, it's because I haven't used all 3 starter Pokemon on a team from a single generation since Gen 4. So I thought this would be fun to do as a change, and it gives me a chance to play with all of the original starters yet again. Especially since I want my Let's Go Pikachu team to be as unique as possible, and that's why these 3 are on my Let's Go Eevee team. Plus I'll back up my Eevee when it comes to tough battles, like with Blastoise being my tank of a water Pokemon. I bet you thought I wasn't going to talk about it for a second then. I've always loved this war machine of a turtle ever since I was a kid, especially with its double hydro cannons on its back. Blastoise just screams absolute power like a crashing wave, and not forgetting its incredible Mega Evolution of course. So you better look out, Blaine, because, well, I'm coming ashore. I need to come up with better comebacks. Now getting off of the cliche, here's a truly unique Pokemon to use in Kanto, and that is Alolan Sandslash, which I'll definitely be nicknaming it to Snowslash for obvious reasons. But with this pick, I wanted to use another Pokemon that I haven't used before. Back in my Pokemon Moon playthrough, I ended up using Alolan Ninetales, so I never needed another Ice-type Pokemon, and I missed out on this slow but cool looking Sonic the Hedgehog cosplay. I really like the typing of Ice and Steel, making Snow/Slash truly a Dragon Slayer Pokemon. Sadly though, it will seriously melt from a fistful of Yankee Candle, but regardless, Alolan Sandslash is the bulkier version and I'm hoping it'll be able to take some hits while standing its ground in some very heated battles. But for now, it's time to let it shine and bring it from the sunny shores of Alola all the way over to the land of Kanto. Yeah, Snow/Slash. And finishing off my Let's Go Eevee team is Alakazam. Here's another Pokemon evolutionary line that I haven't used since Pokemon Red, and they are Abracadabra Alakazam. I've always loved that naming scheme. Now, Abra could still be somewhat tricky to catch, as Birdkeeper Toby got a chance to play these games and confirmed that Abra still teleports away if it spots you, so you will have to sneak up behind it. But when I eventually capture one, I'll be able to then continue my journey with one of the most powerful psychic Pokemon with its high speed and special attack stats. Plus, having another Mega Evolution will be great, especially when it comes to battling Bruno and Agatha of the Elite Four, and even the Fighting Dojo. It's time to bend some spoons with this epic mustache. This is what my Let's Go Eevee team will look like, or at least my first playthrough of the game will be. And so there we have it, guys and girls. These are the teams I'll be using once Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee come out in the next couple of weeks. Tell me about what team you plan on using in these games in the comments below. I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, why not smash that like button and share this video with a friend. If you would like to see more content by me, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell for all future uploads. Plus, to keep up with what I'm doing, then feel free to follow me over on Twitter and join my Discord server, which I'll leave the links in the description below. Anyway guys, I've been Link Cable, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.